The world of hacking is a dark one, full of malicious intent and deception. The hacks that have made the headlines are often just the tip of the iceberg. Of course, there are many other hackers that you may not have heard of. Some of them were caught, some were not. Some of them were punished for their crimes. Others went on to lead normal lives. But all of them left a mark on the world in some way or another. In this video, I'll tell you about the notorious hackers in the world. And not only that, but if you watch until the end, I'll tell you about a hacker who turned out to be a mathematician. Without further ado, here are the 11 infamous hackers of all time. Number 11. Jonathan James. Did you know that Jonathan James was the first teenager to be convicted and sentenced to prison for hacking in the United States? Known as Comrade, he was a talented and notorious hacker who gained fame for his successful attacks on high-profile computer systems in the 1990s. James was known for his ability to hack into complex computer systems and gain unauthorized access to sensitive information. In 1999, he was able to gain access to the Department of Defense's computer systems and obtain information about the International Space Station. As a result of this hack, NASA was forced to shut down all of its computers for 3 weeks, causing a loss of approximately $41,000. James also carried out successful hacks on other companies and organizations, including Bell South, the Miami-Dade School District, Boston Market, Barnes & Noble, and OfficeMax. In May 2008, James was found dead in his home from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. His death was a shock to the hacking community, and his legacy as a skilled and notorious hacker continues to be remembered. Number 10. Adrian Lamo. Better known as a homeless hacker, Lamo gained notoriety for hacking into the internal computers of the New York Times in 2002. This hack gave him access to private databases, including one containing the personal information of over 3,000 contributors to the newspaper's op-ed section. Lamo was sentenced to probation and fined for his hack. He also gained attention for turning in Chelsea Manning, a former U.S. Army intelligence analyst, for leaking classified documents. Number 9. Vladimir Levin. Vladimir Levin was a Russian hacker who was known for committing a significant cybercrime in 1995. He broke into Citibank's computers and allegedly stole nearly $10 million by rewiring funds to various global accounts. Instead of using the internet to commit the crime, Levin reportedly tapped into telecommunication systems to listen to customers' account information. He was eventually caught and pleaded guilty to one charge of making unauthorized transfers totaling $3.7 million. Because of this, he was brought to prison and ordered to pay back a portion of the stolen funds to Citibank. This case highlights the importance of secure systems and practices to protect against cybercrime and repercussions that can arise from engaging in such activity. Number 8. Kevin Poulsen. Kevin Poulsen is a well-known figure in the world of hacking and cybersecurity. He began his hacking career as a teenager in the 1980s when he hacked into Pentagon's computer network using alias Dark Dante. Although he was caught, the government chose not to prosecute him due to his age and instead issued a warning. Poulsen continued to engage in hacking activities, including hacking into federal computers and exposing secrets. He was eventually arrested and prohibited from using computers for a period of time. After serving his sentence, did Poulsen learn his lesson? Well, he turned to white hat hacking and journalism, writing about cybersecurity and web-related issues for various publications, and working on projects related to social justice and freedom of information. He is also known for developing the Secure Drop platform, which allows for secure communications between journalists and sources, and for turning the platform over to the Freedom of Press Foundation. Number 7. Gary McKinnon. Hacking may be fun at first, but you will eventually pay for the things you have done. For this one, we have McKinnon. He is a Scottish computer hacker who gained access to 97 American military networks between 2001 and 2002. He left a message on the military's websites stating that their security was poor. McKinnon was known for his exceptional hacking skills and reportedly sought to prove the existence of UFOs. He claimed to have accessed images of potential alien spacecraft during his hacks, but was unable to download the photographs due to a slow connection. The US has attempted to extradite McKinnon, but he currently lives in the UK under asylum. Number 6. Jensen James Ncheta. Jensen James Ncheta was a hacker who was introduced to botnets. which are networks of infected computers that can be controlled through software-based robots. In 2005, Encheta used a series of large-scale botnets to compromise over 400,000 computers. He then rented these machines to advertising agencies and was paid to install bots of adware on specific systems. Encheta was the first hacker to be sentenced to prison for the use of botnet technology, receiving a 57-month sentence. Number 5. The Syrian Electronic Army. Want to know some of the group hackers? I'm giving you the Syrian Electronic Army. They're hackers that originated in 2011 in support of the Syrian government and President Bashar al-Assad. The group is known for causing disruption through distributed denial of service, also known as a DDoS on various websites, as well as hacking and spamming well-known websites such as Twitter and Facebook. The group primarily targets Western-leaning organizations that oppose the Syrian government. Some of the group's notable victims include the New York Times, The Onion, The Huffington Post, and LinkedIn. Number 4. Max Ray Butler. Going by the alias Iceman, Max Ray Butler was a computer security consultant who eventually turned into one of the world's biggest hackers. He was arrested in 2007 for digitally stealing 2 million credit card numbers as well as charged for $86 million in fraudulent activities. The authorities accused him of operating an online forum known as Carter's Market, a place where hackers bought and sold stolen financial data. Due to this, Butler served a 13-year sentence, which was the longest punishment ever inflicted on a hacker at the time. Number 3. Astra. Hackers come from different parts of the globe. We may not know it, but sometimes they pretend to be near when in fact they're really far. Astra is a pseudonym for a Greek hacker who is known for infiltrating the computers of French aviation company Dassault Group and stealing weapons technology data for over 5 years. The information that Astra accessed included confidential data about jet fighters and other military-grade aircraft, which he then sold to numerous countries. As a result of this hack, Dassault Group suffered losses amounting to $360 million. Reports even said that the value could be much higher. The actual identity of Astra was never identified until he was caught and penalized in 2008, and the authorities described him as a 58-year-old mathematician. Number 2. Anonymous. There's another group of hackers you should know about. Anonymous is a loosely organized international group of hackers and activists who use internet to promote their beliefs, often by staging high-profile cyber attacks on government, corporate, and religious websites. The group is known for its slogan, "We are anonymous. We are legion. We do not forgive. We do not forget. Expect us," as well as its iconic Guy Fawkes mask, which has been adopted as a symbol of resistance and defiance against authority. Anonymous is a decentralized network with no central leadership or hierarchical structure, and its members are largely anonymous. They are famous for their use of the internet to spread messages, often through use of social media and other online platforms. Anonymous has been involved in a number of high-profile cyber attacks and campaigns, including attacks on the Church of Scientology, the Ku Klux Klan, PayPal, and various government websites. Number 1. Kevin Mitnick. Of all the hackers here, this one might just be my favorite, and you'll know why later. A computer security consultant by profession, Kevin Mitnick was a former hacker who gained notoriety in the 1980s and 1990s for his high-profile hacks of various computer systems, including those of Sun Microsystems and the National Security Agency, or NSA. He was arrested in 1995 and pled guilty to multiple counts of fraud, serving 5 years in prison. After his release, Mitnick turned his skills to helping businesses and organizations secure their systems, and he has become a well-respected security consultant and speaker. He has written numerous books on the topic of computer security and has been featured in numerous media outlets. The point here is that no matter how smart you are, you should never engage in hacking. If you're caught doing it, you could end up in jail, and that's no fun. Plus, there are so many other things that you can do with your time and energy instead of hacking, like learning a new language or playing a sport. So, what do you think about these hackers? Tell me in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video.